Hello, hello. We are now in week 17 of pregnancy. That means only 3 more weeks till halfway point. And let me tell you, pregnancy is going by so quickly, and I feel excited because we're going to be meeting. I haven't said it yet in the video. We'll be meeting videos yet, but we'll be meeting our little son in August. So I am just beyond filled with joy and excitement. I just can't wait. It has been a long time coming. I will be turning 35 before our baby is born, and I am definitely looking forward to motherhood. So I am preparing a little bit for the upcoming baby by adding on to my registry. I told you guys in the last video about Babylist, and it is such a helpful resource. Not only does it have so many good articles for first-time parents, for basics that you need to buy, but you can go to any website and you can add it to your registry. And I didn't know how to do that until recently. So you have to add some tool to your search bar. And then once you have that tool added on, any website you go to, you can add that item. So I am definitely looking forward to using that feature. I also was reading an article about baby clothing basics, and I won't go over the whole list because it's a little extensive, but I think it really helps to show that you don't need as many baby clothing items as you think. I really wish that I had like a girlfriend or a sister that was close by, and I could use maybe a hand-me-down clothing, but unfortunately, my older sisters, they're either out of state or their children are older now and they don't have the baby clothing anymore. So there are a couple items, like a bassinet that might be handed down to me, but other than that, there's not a whole lot of items that are hand-me-downs that I can use for this child, unfortunately. But back on the list of baby basic needs. So basically, you just need five pairs of socks, 2 to 3 swaddles. They use terminology that I didn't quite understand. It says 7 bodysuits or rompers. And I guess bodysuits can be used interchangeably with the word onesie. So there can be long sleeve onesie and there can be short sleeve onesie. The thing that I don't quite understand is they also use the terminology sleepers or footies. So I don't know I think you could consider, the thing is I'm trying to figure out if I want to include, if it's a long sleeve onesie, can it be considered a sleeper, or does it have to have a footy? It seems like that's what the article is saying, but I'm probably overthinking it. I just want to be as economical as possible and not get a bunch of baby items that we don't need. So I've been adding on to the registry. I also understand that there's a feature for Babylist where if it's a big ticket item, and I think this is a really cool feature, where you can add that as a group purchase item. I put a Graco car seat. I don't know exactly which one it is, but it had really good reviews, and it will be with the baby as he grows. So I added that as a group item, and you can, so for group items, there are multiple people that can contribute to that gift. So the Graco car seat is probably the most expensive item on the list. Is about $399, which round up to $400. So I put that as a group item, and hopefully that will increase chances of us actually getting it. But if it doesn't, that's okay. I definitely want to be as laid back in this process as possible. So go and check out Babylist if you're looking for a really good registry resource. So start your registry early rather than later. That's what I would recommend. So I saw the nurse practitioner on Monday, and we discussed my weight gain. I've gained a total of 7 pounds so far in the pregnancy. I was a little concerned because obviously all the first time mothers are told in these different resources and articles that you need to be gaining 25 to 35 pounds in the pregnancy. I'm almost to the halfway point, and I'm like, okay, so how exactly is that feasible if I'm at weight gain of 7 pounds? How am I going to reach 12 and a half pounds of weight gain by week 20? So she showed me a graph and she said, you're right between the lines of above average and below average. And as long as you maintain between those lines, I'm not worried. I talked to my midwife about it, and she said, every person gains weight differently. You're doing great. You need to stop worrying so much. And I told her that I had struggled with comparing myself to other women with their pregnancy, and she said that I really need to strive to not do that and to relax. And I'm not exactly sure what she means when she says this, but sometimes the midwife says the placenta, it is in tune with your emotions. So I think overall my take from that statement is the baby is going to be experiencing some of my emotions, and I need to learn to relax a little bit and have more time of joy and relaxation during the pregnancy than stressing about things that are out of my control. She said there's so many things right now with your baby's development that they're out of your hands, and they're all due to genetics. Like how much already it's decided how much hair your baby is going to have, how much your baby is going to typically weigh. And she said, I know sometimes you don't feel like eating and you struggle with nausea, but she said you just need to eat small meals frequently and not push it too much, because in the past I have, and that's been really bad because I end up with my head in the trash can. So I've been trying to do that, but now the new thing is I get sick sometimes when I drink water too fast, and I just never know when it's going to strike me. So I usually drink water pretty fast, but there's just random times, sometimes in the morning or sometimes after a meal. I am learning those are times when I notice I need to sip water. So I need to learn to slow down. And that's hard because I'm a former nurse and I just want to go. And that's the same thing with resting. She said, you're so used to go. You're, for a good portion of your life, and you need to learn to take a nap and to rest and put up your feet. And I'm like, I know you're right, but it's hard. So, been trying to rest a little bit more, and I've been needing it because I've been more fatigued than usual. I've also been experiencing just intermittent headaches, and the headaches are pretty bad, and they definitely are a huge temptation for me to go back and start drinking coffee again. But I feel like if I do, it's just going to be an unending cycle. Like I'm going to need to drink coffee every day. I did have a small, like half a cup yesterday. It was kind of more watered down a little bit. And it's hard because coffee for me is not just the it's not just the taste or the smell. It is years and years of me having a relationship with coffee where it's like a comfort blanket. And um as strange as that sounds, it maybe because it does give your brain a little bit of a dopamine um, response. I'm not exactly sure on the science of that. I think that that would be correct to say, but I'm just really wary of going back. I cut out coffee per my husband's urging in November last year. And I typically will let myself drink a little bit more during the weekend, like a half a cup there, half a cup there. I don't exceed that usually, but I just I just don't want to go backwards. I want to keep going forwards if possible. So I know it's probably a lot connected to my myofascial tightness in my scalp and my neck. I definitely feel today of all days, my neck has been just really, really hurting. It does feel a little bit better that I did some stretching and a little bit of a massage therapy on it. But I think that if I can figure out how to take care of that tightness in my myofascial area of my scalp and my neck, I think the headaches will get less frequent. Um, so the only other topic I wanted to cover was some exercise resources that I found on YouTube that I found were really helpful. So I already mentioned last video the it's like 15 minutes, I think, a 15-minute stretching video by pregnancy and postpartum. I really, really enjoy it. It's a little hippie with the whole, I'm saying hippie and I hear I'm wearing like tie-dye and yeah, so it's a little hippie because she ends the video with namaste, but it's really, really helpful. And I really want to continue working on my flexibility throughout the pregnancy, not pushing it too far, because she does point out that the relaxin hormone actually helps your joints get so relaxed sometimes that you can actually injure yourself and overstretch. So I try not to do that, and I try to always be completely warmed up before I do a stretching video. I also really enjoy walking workouts, and I found one today where the woman was so bubbly and full of energy, I couldn't help but smile myself. Uh, Her name is Caroline Jordan, and she has a 15-minute walking workout that I think that you guys should try. And I will put the video link in the description of this video. That is all I wanted to cover in this video. I will check in with you next week. I am so excited. We are so close to week 20 and the anatomy scan, and I just can't wait to meet our little boy.